Right, so Sunday the 22nd, it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there who are isolated. I'm sure we all wish it could be different. So last time we spoke about how to manage your time, so this one is going to be the first part of the day, which is the morning. We'll do the other bits later on, afternoon and evening. So this is going to concentrate on your morning routine at the minute. I'm not here to tell you what to do, that's up to you. I'm just going to try and tell you how to manage your time as best as possible whilst you're isolated. So really, first things first is set your alarm. I'm talking your weekday routine, not your weekend. That could be slightly different. Set your alarm for the normal time. Don't use this as an opportunity to sleep the day away, because you're not going to achieve a great deal when you're in your bed. And the other thing with this is, if you are prone to overthinking things or you suffer depression, it's usually the evenings when you go to bed, and the mornings when you wake up is when you dwell on your problems. So set your alarm and get out of your bed. First thing you need to remember now is everything you do, unless it's necessary, is work at a slower pace. Half pace if possible. Pad the day out a little bit. You don't have to go rushing around, because what's the rush? You've got plenty of time to get everything done in a day. Okay, so look at your morning routine, break it down. So again, whatever you do, but create this structured plan, if you like, and during this morning routine, whether it be for 4 hours or 5 hours or however long, have a series of events to break that time down. And an event could be something as simple as making a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And I mean this. Set a time for that event. Just tell yourself, right, something comes on TV at 10 o'clock, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. So at 20 to 10 or 15 minutes before, go and start preparing it. Think about what you're doing. Think about the process. Read the labels of stuff you wouldn't normally do. Do this. Take notice of your surroundings when you're doing everything you do. Look at the minute details and try to make the most of it. Be thankful that you're able to do it. So create events around menial tasks, something daft like even washing up. If you use something, wash it up straight away. If you're not used to washing up, here's a chance for you to give it a go. So create these events throughout the morning and pad your morning out, and you'd be surprised that the time does pass, but what you're doing is you're actually achieving things. If you do have short-term goals, we can go into those. Try and fit one of these goals into the morning routine. So you'll get up, you may have a workout, you may do some sort of training or exercise, and if you don't, this may be a good time to start. And again, I can go into that later on when we start to look at options of what you can and cannot do. So really, your morning routine is going to set you up for the day. You have your breakfast, everything else, whatever you might have. So just look at padding that morning out, and remember to take your time, go slow. Don't sit there and watch television constantly, because you will eventually exhaust all of options on the television. I think I watched ITV4 for about 5 years, and I've finished off all the Minders and the Sweeneys and the bits and bobs that are on there, because initially it was quite a good thing to watch, and you will get bored of the things that you like, and that will then ruin things for the future, because if you've watched it all to death in the first in these 2, 3, 4 weeks, however long you're going to be stuck inside for, what you got left? So don't nail the box sets, because you have nothing left to watch. So the key is take your time, work at a slower pace, create events during the morning, say simple tasks like making a drink, making your breakfast, even something like cleaning or making your bed. Create an event around that. Set a time for these things and stick to that time. If you're going to do it at 10 o'clock, do it at 10 o'clock, not 5 to, not 10 past. It's about structuring that day. Okay, so the soon thing you get to your lunch, and we'll do the next part.